We're looking at the Ravens passing game, in particular on third down. You can see it's 13-10, favor the Chiefs. It's 3rd and 6 on the 31-yard line. So you need to have plays drawn up in the passing game to get guys open, to convert in these big-time games. That's what we're looking at. Trying to figure out what's wrong with this passing game, how we might fix it. There's no one answer as to what's wrong. There's a lot of answers, I think, or several at least, and sometimes on the same play. They do a good job moving Dobbins outside here, pulling that safety away, and now we have 4 to this side. They're going to try to run interference, which is good to see, but Marquise ends up getting killed by the safety coming down. You can argue he made a nice play. You could also say that nothing was holding him. Nothing was conflicting him at all. He's free to run down here and blow up our wide receiver. To my mind, this has got to be, and I'm sure Mark's running the route he's assigned. That's kind of the point. But to my mind, Mark has got to threaten this deep safety here. Someone has to, and it looks to me like it's Mark. He's got to beat, this is a linebacker he's on, I believe. He's got to be able to beat him inside, get up the seam. So you're not looking at a sort of all your eggs in one basket, third down conversion. It's nice that we're targeting Marquise. It's nice that we run a little interference or rub here to get him some space. But there's got to be another look here. If Mark's winning this and this guy wants to come down and blow up our receiver, well, there goes the seam, and that's missing in this play. So there is blame, that goes around from the quarterback to reads to receivers and routes and what have you. But this particular play, if we're going to be so bold, is on the play design, taking all the trouble to remove this safety from this crosser, but have nobody conflict this deep safety. There's probably too much pressure put on Lamar to be the guy generally, but on third down a lot of times, this is a designed run. You see kind of mirror digs inside and 2 verticals outside. And I think the Ravens are counting on this safety, this nickel, to be at least in zone on Willie Snead here, but he doesn't. Looks like he's spying Lamar, so it's a good play call on their part. This is 3rd and 5 early in the year versus Cleveland. They send an overload to the left tackle side. Almost score on that. Quarterback does a nice job here recognizing that. You can see him turn his attention to the flat immediately. Again, this is 3rd and 5. So this is all the quarterback here. Goes off of that when he sees 95 run with him. Finds Willie sitting. We almost do score. Watch the attention the quarterback pays here. Sees the blitz, reads the blitz. He wants to get it out to the back. Sees 95 running with the back. Has an awareness of the rest of the routes, and Willie sits that down, it looks like. 3rd and 10 versus the Eagles. We're going to pick it up on Lamar's legs. The routes are very uninspiring. There is some pressure that causes him to leave the pocket. He gets lit up just a bit here at the end. You don't want to see that. When I say they're uninspiring, Mark's running across to space. He's triple covered. These guys are waiting on the check down. These are verticals. And it just seems to me that these are more clear outs than anything else, with these guys waiting to pick up blocks. So it's not a designed run for the quarterback as such, but it may as well be. So you get a nice call here against this coverage, a dagger concept, let's say. Usually you'll get some kind of drag opposite, strictly speaking, but we get the number 2 inside receiver running a vertical. We get 1 running a dig behind him, and Mark takes on that sort of cross roll here to the flat. Does a good job holding the safety here vertically, bends that inside. You can see the space. Mark's holding here. And this is just a case of protection breaking down. The left tackle gets beat, and the right guard gets bowled back into the quarterback. Not sure. It looks like this may be a deflection here. Looks like there's some contact from the guy that beat Stanley. But that ball comes up kind of lame as a result of that contact or a deflection. This plays right out of Kansas City's playbook. This mid-zone run, RPO, lock tackle here, run blocking out front. It's going to hold the safety and the linebacker to this side, clear space in the middle. And the quarterback's got to get this ball out in front. Yeah. There's just no reason with this much space that he can't lead the receiver here. Believe this is the only second down play that I pulled. Second and goal from the 10. And this is really just a giving your receiver a chance to make a play here against this one-on-one on the outside, inside leverage. He's going to throw to the pylon. It's interesting. Second and down, you get 0 routes inside here. Everything's to the goal line. You get a rub, very late breaking rub here against off coverage. That's a difficult throw. You just don't know what these DBs are going to do this late in the route. You have no idea where they're going to be to set that up and expect the quarterback to hit this throw. And again, second down, there's nothing before the goal line. There's nothing in the back of the end zone. In the abstract, I love this. You got a guy one-on-one on the outside, throw it to the sticks, or the pylon rather, and let him make a play. But I think, some of these routes outside of that are curious.